Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. So I thought we could just talk about the World Tournament. Basically, what would we like to see change in the World Tournament? What is the World Tournament? So obviously I've done a couple videos about how to do the World Tournament, how best to benefit from it. But in reality, the only thing that keeps people doing the World Tournament is the rewards. The game mode is quite frankly not enjoyable in any way, shape or form. And the reason it's not enjoyable is because it requires more repetitiveness than it does require anything even close to interesting gameplay. So basically you just have to repeat the same 4 stages like 30 times or more during the course of a weekend to achieve like any semblance of decent rewards. Now you get a lot of good rewards. You get tons of stones, you get general pool SSR tickets, you get a whole bunch of really great rewards. The issue is that at the end of the day you're not benefiting gameplay wise. It's not interesting. I believe it actually drives people away from the game. It makes people just literally not want to log on for the weekend, because when you log on you're reminded that the World Tournament's up and you should be doing it, because if you don't you're going to miss out on these big rewards. But at the same time, doing the World Tournament is absolute ass. So the changes they could make, I mean, the first change they could make, and it's an immediate change and it's a change that would really help, is changing the Prelim Stage. Just make it one fight like every other stage. You can make it so that it's 4 teams in one map, but make it so that only 2 teams can actually get to each other. I just honestly don't understand why they feel the need to make you have to fight essentially 3 opponents. It's either that, or you have to choose to run away, or to make space, or to just stay in the corner of the map and wait for the round to end, which makes it long, makes it boring, makes it dull. So the Prelim Stage, changing it to one fight, would dramatically improve the World Tournament straight away. But just in general, I just think the whole notion of the World Tournament needs to change. The World Tournament was a one-on-one fight. It may sound weird, but I actually think the explosive chain battle format is more conducive to a World Tournament than a World Tournament is. Like, having one unit that fights on, cheered by everyone else or something like that, makes a lot more sense than having just a whole bunch of Broly's AoE down everyone. It's just a little bit tedious. But yeah, I definitely think that changing the Prelim Stage would help. I also think the rates at which you collect rewards would help. So not so much the rates as in getting more rewards per run, or that would be great. I think they need to lower the bar a little bit in terms of getting the good rewards. So it currently takes around about 30 or so runs to get to the guaranteed SSR. If they could make that 25 or so, just cut 5, just shave 5 off of that total runs, I think it would really help people out. Because it's just those 1 or 2 less World Tournaments you have to run per day that really helps people out. It makes things a little bit smoother, it just brings everything together a bit better. And also I think they should just let you start at difficulty 30, and that basically solves that issue. By starting at difficulty 30, you essentially share off 8 or 9 runs. You can still have difficulties, it's good for players to have the options, but honestly I think they should allow people to start at rank 30. If you've done rank 30 for 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 World Tournaments before, starting at difficulty 30 straight away should be allowed. You should be allowed to, because it just doesn't really make sense. And then another thing that possibly could make it a bit more competitive as well is a starting point value based on your previous World Tournament. So not only would every player then get a little bit of a boost in their next run, and I'm not talking massives, we're talking like a couple million points maybe max, but getting a little pre-boost pointage would really help you out, because basically essentially it means that you're not just fighting for your place at the current world tournament and the current rewards. You're actually fighting for an additional boost to the next world tournament. So that'll bring the competitive edge, and that'll make the people that actually do want to do world tournament enjoy it, and it'll mean that everyone will get a benefit. So even people who don't place too highly will at least get a benefit, and you can still get some kind of step forward, and you may actually start improving your points total over time. Because all I noticed with world tournament is that everyone's points that they get goes down. I started at world tournaments trying to get 40 million. Nowadays I get to 24 and I stop. It's just the way it is, and you'll see that starts to go down and down and down. So realistically, I honestly just think they need to change that. They just need to make a little bit more carry across. And yeah, but the rewards are great, so I don't want to comment about the rewards. I just think there's 3 or 4 small changes they can make. It's not going to make the world tournament a fantastic game mode by any stretch of the imagination, but it will at least make the world tournament something that's not dreaded, and it will make it so that it's at least a little bit more like palatable. Makes it a little bit more, like interesting, makes it a little bit more like a weekend event rather than just being consumed by the world tournament. So I definitely think they should make those changes. I mean, you look here, this is the fastest, well, not the fastest, but this is pretty much the fastest run I could do. And it's still 6 minutes. And when we're talking 30 runs, we're talking like 3 hours. And that's a lot of time to invest in a mobile game, even for such like great rewards as this one. So yeah, I definitely think they could make these changes. I think it would make things a little bit better, a little bit smoother, would just increases people's perception to the world tournament, and make things a lot better overall. But let me know what you guys think. Should they scrap the game mode entirely, but we'd miss out on all the rewards? Would you be okay with that? Or what changes would you like to make? That's going to be it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, take care, and I'll see you next time. But until then, stay safe, and bye!